Moodle. So, what question are we on this time?
A6.
How many marks is it?
It's 5 marks.
And the topic?
It's trigonometry. The cos 2 theta equals -0.766.
Ah, okay. So 5 marks means 5 minutes. Let me start my stopwatch. Countdown timer. 5 minutes. Okay. I think this is running. Oh, projector's not on. Oh, it is on.
I did it, but like.
Finished already?
Yeah.
That was quick. Okay, let's have a look then. We don't need the full 5 minutes, so good. Okay, let me open it. Yeah, 1718 version 1, wasn't it? You said?
Yeah. A6.
I think I got it here. You said it should be a cos 2t or something. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You want to make sure your calculator's in degree mode.
Oh.
Was it in radian mode?
Yeah.
Ah. Not full marks for you, so. Okay. So what did you do first?
First I found the 2 theta, 140.
Yeah, so what is cos inverse of minus 0.766?
It's 140.
Oh, sorry, it's 140.
Yeah.
Exact, is it?
Yeah. No, it's 139.9.
Okay, so yeah, 140. The second answer for cos is 360 minus the first, isn't it? So that's 220.
Yeah, 220.
And then the other two answers you get is by adding 360 to this. So that's 500?
I don't know. I'm not sure about the when you have to add.
Okay, let's have a look at that.
Like it's different for cos and sine and all this.
I think the way to think about it, you could think about the circle. So for cos, your first angle was 140, which would be like here, okay? The next angle is always on the other side. So, for example, if that's 140, then you would want this angle here. Oh, it's hard to draw. Maybe it's just better to think about it as a rule. So
yeah, there were equations.
Yeah, for sine, it's 180 minus your first answer, and for cos, it's 360 minus the first answer, and for tan, it's 180 plus the first answer.
Okay.
And then you always get the next two answers by adding 360 to the first two answers.
Okay.
Yeah? There's only one thing left to do here, and that's to divide by 2. So that's 70, 110, 250, 290. You can give it 4 answers. I'm going to check actually. Let's see. 70, 110, 250, 290. Yeah.
Even for sine and tan, we need to add 360 to the first two answers.
That's the 5 minutes. Go on, yeah.
Even for the sine and tan, we need to add 360 to the first two answers to get
The next two, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not too bad, is it, that one?
Yeah. But the one we had in the exam,
Yeah, what was it? I don't remember.
I don't know, it was weird.
It wasn't
I
like
think
this?
it had like a fraction or something.
Okay. Right. So the next one. Okay. The next one is calculus.
Yeah.
And that's 4 marks. So that should take you 4 minutes. So let's get the countdown started. Okay. Finished?
Yeah.
Now, you seem to be going quite quick. So maybe just take 30 seconds to double check what you did. Make sure there's no mistake, okay? Because in the last question, I think your calculator was in radian mode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So just take 30 seconds to have a quick look over and then I'll go through it.
Okay.
Okay, you think you got it?
Yeah. I'm not sure of the method, but maybe.
Let's see what you got. Well, actually, tell me your final answer there. I have it here.
3 and negative 9.
No.
Okay.
Let's see. X was 3, was it?
X plus 3.
No, I mean X was 3 and Y was...
Yeah.
Okay. Unless I'm looking at the wrong one. What number is this?
It's A7.
7. No. Sorry, Bear. Tough break. Let's have a look. Okay. Y equals 3x squared minus 3x plus 1. Okay. What did you get for the derivative? Did you get 6x minus 3?
Oh no, sorry. I knew it was like, I know the thing, but I wrote 2x minus 3 by mistake.
Ah, you see, you didn't spot that. Okay. You knew the 2 came down, you forgot about the 3.
Yeah.
So then, did you sub in? No, and then you say this is equal to 1 over 9.
Yeah.
Okay, let's stop that. So then you get 6x equals 3 plus 1 over 9, which is 28 over 9. So then that means x is 28 over 6 times 9. I think, I don't feel, am I making a mistake here? I think I did something wrong. Oh, I did something wrong, I'm tired. Come in, Sabby. What happened to you?
I went to do 2 on 3.
Ah, yeah, but that was 13 minutes ago. Why 13 minutes late? You're not suggesting it took you 13 minutes to get from D2 and 3, are you?
No.
So what happened to you?
My bus was late.
Was it, or were you late?
I mean, no, it was late.
Not sure how much to believe you, but it doesn't matter. You're here anyways. Okay, so in the question it said that the normal was 1 over 9. So if the normal was 1 over 9, then what's the tangent?
Negative 9.
Yeah, so this I should have said this equals minus 9. Because remember, this here is for the tangent.
Yeah.
So that means 6x equals minus 9 plus 3. 6x equals minus 6. X equals minus 1. Yeah?
I got it, but I just wrote the 2x instead of 6x.
Yeah, that's why I suggested taking 30 seconds to double check. So if I put minus 1 in here, I'll get 3, and 3 is 6, and 1 is 7. So my answer is minus 1, 7 then. If you want, Savvy, we're looking at the exam, so we're going to do number 9 now. Let me just check that that's right. Yeah, minus 1 and 7.
17 version 1?
Yeah, we're on number 9. It looks like
No,
it's
7.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, we're about to do number 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's... Number 8 is 3 marks, so that is 3 minutes. I start the countdown now.
Okay, so.
Got it? Are you sure? A bit quick. You're confident you got it? Number 9, yeah?
8.
Oh, sorry, number 8 then. Okay. It's y equals log x. So what's the first derivative, did you say?
1 over x.
1 over x, yeah. And then the second derivative?
A negative 1 over x squared.
Good. And we have to put in x as a fifth. So that's minus 25. Yeah, okay, good. So that's fine. Good job, good job. So that's 3 mark. Abir, did you get that? Oh, what happened?
It's the rule I don't remember.
Ah, okay. Right, let me And you still have 43 seconds left on that, so that's good. The next one is 3 marks as well. Oh, do you need to write this down a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then. You can start the next one there, Sevi. It's 3 marks.
So should we write the C? 'Cause
Let's see. Yeah, definitely. Wow, wow, wow. You made it. What happened to you?
I didn't know where's the class.
Yeah, but it's 9:19. Okay, come on. Sit down. If you can open up Moodle. Are you finished it? You finished it as well? Okay, let's have a look at this one. So, integrate. So, Abir, what did you do first?
Oh, expanded.
And Sevi, did you do the same? Yeah, okay. So, when you expanded, what did you get, Abir? Let's see if you got the same, Sevi.
Oh, x raised to 4 plus 2x squared plus 1.
Did you get that? Okay. So, Sevi, when you integrate, what did you get?
X to the power of 5 over 5
Yeah.
plus 2x cubed
Mm-hmm.
over 3
Mm-hmm.
plus x plus c.
Okay, yep, that's it. That's 3 marks, and that is okay. So the next one's another integration for 4 marks. And you can see in number 10 it has limits, yeah? See the 0 and pi over 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right, 4 minutes now. It is 7 NCUK semester 1, 17-18, version 1. And we're doing question 810 now. Got it finished?
Yeah.
Shall we? You still have a little bit of time, but if you're ready to see it, I can do it. You're still doing it, Savvy?
Yeah, let's just go right.
No, I can give you, there's still a minute left. You haven't finished the beer. Why don't you tell me your answer and I can tell you if you're right or wrong.
I don't, I'm not sure about the sign, what it becomes.
Okay, well, you can tell me your final answer.
1.67 into 10 raised to negative 4.
Exact answer means no decimal.
So,
Yeah.
2 pi plus 0.99 or 1?
Nope.
One?
Nope, neither of those. Would have had to be 1 because it's exact, but you were only half right there. Let's have a look at this one. So, integrate from 0 to pi over 3, 6 minus sine x dx. Okay.
Oh, that's not 0? Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, that is a 0. Apologies, that is a 0. Okay, what did that integrate to?
6x
Yeah.
plus cos x.
Good. Then you put in 0 and
Pi over 3.
pi over 3. So when you put in pi over 3, you have 6 times pi over 3 plus cos pi over 3. And then you put in 0, which is 6 times 0 plus cos 0.
But then, sir, cos 0 is 1.
Yep.
But 0 times 1 is 0.
Now, what mode is your calculator in?
Decimal.
Sorry, I mean degree or radian?
Oh, degree.
Radian for this one.
Decimal.
Yeah. And the beer, what mode's it?
It's
in
degree.
radian?
No, degree.
Ah.
How do you change it? I forgot how to change it.
Mode? Shift mode? Mode 4?
Sir,
Yeah.
why are you using the radian form?
Yeah, the reason is in maths you always need to use radians unless the question's using degrees. So actually, radians is, your question shouldn't be why am I using radians, it should be why am I using degrees. It's always radians. It's only degrees if they tell you to use degrees. Yeah. So it's safer just to keep your calculator in radian mode. Yeah. Anyways, if I put this in, they want the exact answer, which means no decimal. So this would be
2 pi.
2 pi. Now, what is cos pi over 3 on the calculator?
Mine is 0.99.
Oh, hang on, let me plug this in.
22,
Count down.
20, 19, 18.
Yeah, I know I don't even have that much time because it turns off at about 10-second mark. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, are you sure, Sevi? Try typing it in again and make sure you're in radian mode. Because it really should be, or maybe your calculator can't give you the exact form. Abir, when you type in cos pi over 3, what do you get?
Half.
A half, yeah. Minus
Yeah.
minus 1. So the answer is 2 pi minus a half. Yeah. Did you get this, Moses? Yeah? Is that yes or no?
I put it in the calculator. I get for the first one 6.78. Like
No points. No points. Because they said they want the answer exact. Which means like this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Shall we look at the next one?
Yes.
Section B?
Yeah.
So we'll break it up again. The first one, 2 marks, so only 2 minutes, but I think it'll take you less than that.
Can we just use calculator?
For which one?
For
This one?
B1A. Are we doing B1A?
Yeah, B1A part 1, yeah. Yeah, of course you can use a calculator. What do you mean?
Because if you type it in the calculator, it doesn't show the steps, it's just the answer.
For which one are you talking about?
B1A.
The next one or this one?
B1A.
B1A.
Next time.
You can type inequalities in?
Yeah.
On which calculator? Ah, that's handy. No, you'll need some steps, but you can check the answer in the exam with this. Okay, 2 minutes for the inequality when you're ready. Or are you writing this down first?
No, I'm doing.
You're doing it, okay. Finished, Moza? Good. I think that's been 2 minutes now, so you should really be having it finished if you can. Where's my question gone? Here we go. Okay. Beer, do you have an answer for this?
Yeah. I did the should we do all three of them or just?
No. Just the first part. We'll do it bit by bit. Right. So what did you do first, Moza?
First I'll multiply by 4.
Yeah.
And then I'll take the 5 to the
Other
the
side.
other side.
Yeah.
And then I'll divide by 8.
Yeah. So you got 8x less than or equal to minus 33.
3 over 8. Which is x.
Yeah, x less than minus 33 over 8. Yeah? Let me check the answer here too. Yeah, okay, that's 2 marks. Right, the next one now is for 3 marks. Off you go.
Oh, I did all of them.
Oh, that's fine. Do you guys have them?
I did the first and second.
Okay. Why don't you double check your answers there? Moza, which one are you doing?
The second.
Okay. Okay. You can tell me your answer, Seb, and I can tell you if you're right or wrong at least.
The second one.
Yeah.
Negative 6 less than x, which is less than 0.
Did you write it as one thing?
Yeah. I did that on the test too.
Yeah, that's not going to give you the full mark.
Oh, why?
Because you didn't quite write it the right way. Try and write it again as 2 separate statements. You know what I mean? Like something comma something else.
But that doesn't make sense.
What do you mean doesn't make sense?
The whole point of this answer is to make it as 1.
No. No, you can have something and something as the answer.
Okay, negative 6 and 0.
Yeah, but with like x less than, more than, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Negative 6 less than x and 0 bigger than x. X
Say-
less than 0
X less than 0 and
bigger than negative 6.
x bigger than negative 6. Yeah, I think that's it. And did you say you did part 3?
Yeah.
And what did you get for that?
Negative 5.
Yes, that looks okay. How are we doing?
Put this for the second bit.
Yeah, that's the same mistake Sebi made at first.
Oh.
So I think I better do it now. I'm going to do part 2. And you need to have part 2 done so you can do part 3. So I'll do part 2 and 3 now. Okay. So what did you do first here, Adir, for this one?
I put it in the calculator, like 1 and 6 and 0.
Good, and you got 2 answers.
Yeah, minus 6 and 0.
Yeah, so that's because you can factorize and you get two answers, 0 and minus 6.
Okay.
So if you were to quickly draw that, there's 0, there's minus 6, there's your quadratic, and you're less than 0?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want this piece.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, did you say x is less than or more than minus 6?
More than.
Yeah. X is more than minus 6 because you need to be to the right of it. And x is less than 0 because you need to be to the left of it, because you need to be in this black part here. Yeah, you can't put these together as one. In fact, you in some cases you can.
But we don't have to write
You
it
can
like
write it
that.
as x is between 0 and minus 6. But I recommend that you don't, because in some situations you can't. So it's just simply safer to always split it into two and join them with the word and. It's just a safer thing to do. You'll never lose marks doing it this way, but if you try to combine it and you can't, you'll lose marks.
Okay.
So just be safe and just keep them as two separate statements. Yeah? Okay. And then the last part is you want...
How can I
Yeah.
know that x is less than is more than negative 6?
Yeah, because if you look here, there's minus 6,
I
there's...
should draw the graph.
It's the only really way to know for sure, yeah. I can't... No, that's not true. It's not the... It's the easiest way to know is with the graph. Okay. Continue?
Yeah.
Yeah? So we want to know which integers satisfy both. Yeah? So, what was the first answer? X is smaller than minus 33 over 8. What's minus 33 over 8 as a decimal, roughly?
Negative 4.125.
This is negative 4.
125.
Okay, so x needs to be smaller than 4.125. So that means it has to be like minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8. But we also need it to be between minus 6 and 0. So and you can't include minus 6. So it's only minus 5. Minus 5 is smaller than minus 4.125, but it's not too small, it hasn't fallen out of this.
Yeah.
So minus 5 is the answer for 1 mark for part 3. Is that okay? Moza? Is that okay? Abir?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was okay for you, Sevi, wasn't it? So let's have a look at the B part. Do you want to do the 3 parts together rather than one by one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. And yeah. Got all three done?
Yeah.
You're doing them quick. A little too quick. Do you want to double check it? Okay, 1 minute left, and do you have them finished already, Sam?
Yeah.
Moza? No, that's okay, there's still 1 minute left. 1 minute. Do you want to check your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you get, Sebi and the beer, for the first part?
8.
8, good, okay. Now when you did the long division, what did you have on the top? Like in the...
2x squared.
Yeah?
Wait, I did the remainder. No, I did like the x equals -2, and then you substituted.
For part 2?
No, for part.
She did only
one.
the first part.
Oh yeah, but what about part 2?
I did part 2, but
Yeah, when you divided.
no. Oh, I just substituted the -4 into the.
No, look at the verb. What's the verb?
Oh, okay.
It says divide.
Yeah.
Ah, that's heartbreaking, you see, so you would have gotten 0 marks for that.
Okay, I thought it's the same. Like again, we have to.
To be fair, if the question said what is the remainder, then you could have done it either way. But because they use the verb divide, then they want to see the long division,
Okay.
you know. So although you get the same remainder, it's not the verb, it's the verb that they use. They say to divide, you know. Yeah. I think I need to slow you down. I think maybe you're reading things too quickly. What do you think? Maybe you need to like count to 10 and take a deep breath before you start a question. And Sevi, what did you get for the last part when you factorized? Part 3.
I wrote bracket x plus 4.
Yeah.
And then 2x.
Yeah.
Bracket 2x plus 3.
Yeah.
And then bracket x minus 2. Like I factorized.
Yeah, the quadratic. That sounds okay. Let's have a look here, okay? So I think you all got the first part easy peasy. You just have to put in -2, right? And this is called the remainder theorem. And what does that total up to? Let's see, -16, isn't it? Plus 28 plus 20 minus 24. So that's -4, minus 28, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that's part 1 done. Right. Well, Abir, since you missed the division here, maybe you can guide us through the division as a bit of practice. So 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus 10x minus 24. So what's first here?
2x squared.
2x squared. And that's what you got, Sevi?
Yeah.
And what goes down here, Abir?
2x cubed.
Yeah.
And 8x squared.
Good. And then what's under that?
1.
Yeah, minus 1x
X
squared minus 10x minus 24. Okay, Mosa, what's the next one up the top here?
Minus x squared minus 4x.
Minus x squared, so that's minus x
No,
squared,
sorry, that's gonna be
sorry, minus x, minus x squared minus 4x. So what does that leave me with? 6x minus 24? So what's the last one here?
Isn't it minus 6?
Is it? Minus 6. Yeah, minus 6 minus 24. And so what's the last one up here?
Negative 6.
Minus 6. So that's minus 6x minus 24. Leaving me with my 0 at the end. And the last part is I have to factorize. So the first factor is x plus 4. Now you might need your calculator to help you here for the other two for this one. Did you use your calculator too?
No, I did it.
You got it, very good. 2x, x, 3 and 2. No.
3 and negative
3 and it is 3 and 2.
negative
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'll worry about the signs in a moment, but I have the right numbers, do I? Yeah, minus and plus.
2. Plus and minus.
You think?
I don't know. I think.
Plus and minus, yeah. I can't see. Plus 3 minus 4 makes minus 1. Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah. Now, let's see. Right, this is good. There's only one part left for 3 marks, and then we're finished question 1. So I think that will be our last question this morning. So 3 marks, 3 minutes for part C now. Can you see, Mosa? Sorry.
This looks hard.
It actually looks harder than it really is.
So the x is this, and the y is this. Integrating line. So n is equals to 2. N times n dash equals -1, so a
Only 30 seconds left. So you're finished, is it, Beer?
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. What did you get for A?
8.
Good job. And what was that if we got finished? Let's have a look here. Sebi?
Oh, not even
No,
close.
okay. Oh, alright, alright. Shall we have a look at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the formula for the slope? So the slope is 3, and it's equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yeah. So that would be 2a minus 3 minus a minus 7 over a minus 1 minus 11 minus a. Or the other way around is okay too. You must have got that, yeah. So that's 3 equals 2a minus 3 minus a plus 7 over a minus 1 minus 11 plus a.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
So you open the bracket
I
and
did.
change the sign?
Yeah, that's all.
Then why didn't you change the first bracket sign but the second one?
The first bracket? Oh, there's no sign in the front, so nothing changes in the first bracket. It's only in the second bracket you have a minus in the front.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
What have I got on the top now? I've got 2a minus a is a, and minus 3 plus 7 is 4.
8 plus 4.
Yeah. And then on the bottom I have 2a minus 12. And then I should cross multiply. So that's 3 times 2a minus 12 equals a plus 4. Yeah. 6a minus 36 equals a plus 4. So 5a equals 40. So a equals 8. It's kind of a lot for 3 marks, isn't it?
That's nice.
You thought it was nice? Yeah?
It's a lot for 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think kind of a lot. Maybe. So, Mosa, what I was saying to the other 2 girls here last week, it's really, really a good idea if you practice these questions again at home and see if you can still do them later in the week. You know, like today's Tuesday, so sometime on Thursday or Friday, you could try section A again and then check the answers. So you have all the answers in the video, guys. This is lesson 12 and last week was lesson 11. It's on YouTube in the Extra Maths playlist.
Sir,
Yeah?
a is negative 8?
Positive 8, I thought. It sounds like you made a sign mistake if you got minus 8.
Can you check maths?
1 second, let me just check the answer. No, it is 8. You got minus 40 over minus 5. You forgot the minus when you brought the 5 down. Did you get a chance to retry any of these questions?
Yes.
Section A?
The whole paper.
Yeah, like, I'm just concerned about the ones we've done so far. So from A1 up to A6 or whatever we did last week
Yeah.
is okay?
Yeah, I did that again.
And you got the right answers?
Yeah.
No problems were discovered?
No,
Are you sure? Sevi?
I've done this paper like 4 times.
Okay. And what we've done so far is okay?
Yeah.
Next week we'll go on to B2, which is the probability. So most of what I was saying, the plan is the final exam, I would say the final exam is about 60% semester 1 and 40% semester 2. So I want to focus on this in the extra class because we're doing this in class anyways, you know. So there's no point in doing this twice per week. It's good if we can keep this fresh in our mind and make sure we can get as much of this part as we can, you know. Yeah, because I think it's easier to do well in this than maybe some of the stuff in this.
It's the opposite for me.
Well, it depends on what you prefer. So we've been doing a lot of statistics.
Yeah, I took AP statistics.
So okay, well that's good. Okay. That's good. We'll continue next week anyways, okay?
Sir, I have a question from the...
Oh, I forgot to say, sorry, tomorrow you don't need to get me any flowers or chocolates. It's not appropriate, so don't worry about that, okay?
What? Why?
She doesn't even know what day tomorrow is.
What is it?
Oh no, it's not tomorrow, it's Thursday. Sorry, I'm a day early. You don't know what day Thursday is?
14th.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it? Ah.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day.
You didn't even know, that's so sad.
So what kind of chocolate do you want?
No, that's okay. I have my coffee, that's all I need. Okay, so like I said, we'll continue with this next week, and the videos are up there as
I have a
well.
question from EP.
Yes. Have you got time now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want it on the screen, or just want me to have a look at it?
Oh, it's the 8th one, anything.
The 8th one?
8, yeah.
I wouldn't be worried about that. because it's kind of harder than what you get for the exam.
Okay.
I've never seen this actually in the exam.
So I don't need this.
I wouldn't worry about it. For the exam difficulty, you should be able to do 1 to 7.
Okay.
I've never seen a question as hard as number 8.
What about
9 or
the
10.
entrance,
Which one?
like entrance exams?
No, they're the same. They kind of keep it 1 to 7.
Okay.
Yeah. Their AP GP questions are kind of like number 3
Okay.
or number 4 or 5. But we'll be doing entrance test stuff too.
Yeah, what about 10?
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely. But you know, Amir, actually, I'll do number 8 in the tutorial this week. Because it's a workbook question. I want to keep the workbook questions for the tutorial class. So why don't you just ask me in the tutorial and we'll do it this week, okay? What class have you got now? Are you free?
EAP.
EAP?